resistance yet. I don't want to get rid of that. This is where it kind of needs to be hidden. So reclaims are dual-sided on 30-minute, which it should say 30-minute. That's interesting. 5-minute. So that's our short signal here. I don't know about the bottom. About channels. Doesn't seem like there's much going on as far as channels in here. There was one, but that was the same one we saw in the 30-minute. These aren't very good channels. The smaller time frame may give us get rid of that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wait to fill out smaller time frames so we have a little bit more price action to work with.
Reclaims partial topside. Partial. Nothing. Currently, the reclaims on the took that one back here. There's one there. They are taking back the bottom side with the top side is getting a partial. The bottom side is being taken, but you need to count EV.
Yeah, I came to the same conclusion.
No compression. I'll get rid of that. Even though I'd like it, just if I could organize this better, I wouldn't get rid of that, but I can't yet. So 30-second, which is what really matters. How's a reclaim assisted brake? These upper reclaims are getting taken. It's not quite a downtrend. I think we're in value search, so 5 and 30-second. Partial upside. Again, the upside reclaims on the 30-second. Partial longs. And then the bottom. A little bit of EV before they dump. There's a little bit of resistance before they dump. Which I think, if I'm not mistaken, bottom side. These are the same top side. So the 30 and the 5 are the same on the reclaim. So when they are taking upside reclaims, they're taking partials. They'll go halfway, roughly. Bottom side is they will take it. You need to count to make sure there's some expected value or some other bullshit going on to complement it. 30-second definitely needs its channel check because you're going to get those This one flagged sideways and went down. This one, there's kind of a channel here. This could also be flagging sideways. But then again, it did have a breakup. I think we're going to be seeing more channel unreliability. I mean, this one did have a little bit of a break right there. So we know that there's 2 sample size on that. Let's see if there's anything else where there's another one here from the overnight. Did break up a little bit, but then it went down. So the quality of the breakup, I think it depends on what. This is the biggest breakup. So as far as the channel goes, SGU struggle grind down, up. So far it's reliable. I can X out of this because SGDD is in the next flow for changing character, so we don't need that. What about upsides? Well, we're not really seeing those. I'm sure they will be present. I'm not going to look at a 10-second. It is currently it's sloppy slip ranging on the 30-second. So if we go to 30-second regime, we're going to break it from the 5-minute, go back and put range, sloppy slip range. So the liquidity on the 5-minute top side, it's holding. So if we start to see more flat topping, there could be continuation low on a 5-minute. It'll probably show itself on the 30-second. Bottom side liquidity not present, 30-minute sloppy slip range. Sloppy slip range, 30-second, 5 minutes in value search. Reclaim top sides are partial on the 5 and the 30. Struggle grind down seems to be reliable on struggle grind down with a break up seems to be reliable with 3 sample size. Not much going for what we have. Now the one, oh, look at that. Let's look at our flat spots since market open, which would be 8th here. So there's a flat spot there, and they're breaching it. What about flat bottoms? We're not really seeing any. Even before the market open, flat spot breach. Flat spot breach. So 1 second. 1 second. Liquidity check. Which I don't know why I don't have liquidity. It must have got pushed somewhere else. There it is. I'm going to break the merge. top side is breaching. That's conflicting. We don't know about the bottom though. This channel just broke down. We had another channel here, which did break up. So that's the fourth channel, but that one's on a different time frame. What about measured moves? One thing I've been doing is you take, like right here, there's a micro range.
Yeah.
Notice how it mid pivots and churns. But then they finally took out a measured move on it. They took out a measured move on the top end. This one, they hit the measured move on the top with an overshoot measured move on this range here, not that one. This one, measured move. So you're getting your micro ranges are kind of measure moving on both ends. What this is telling me is this is going to be like yesterday. So currently the regime type range, it is sloppy slip ranging 1 second, and which unfortunately merged. We'll break it. You are getting measured moves, but you're also getting failure, which means we're seeing churn. It is in range. I think it's in range expansion. How are the reclaims being handled? A bit of EV before they, a bit of a partial take back. A little bit of EV before they take them down. Same thing with the upsides. So it's pretty dual-sided. EV, EV, dual-sided. So we have every time frames reclaim. So the regime is what's important here. If we look at the regimes, 30-minute sloppy slip range, 5-minute value search, 30-second sloppy slip range, 1 second sloppy slip range with range expansion. Basically, go either fucking direction. Now here's somewhat of a range building in the 30-second here. Let's see what the projected moves will be. It's 37 ticks. Looks like they're starting to flat top, which we want to pay attention to. I want to put the mid pivot line yellow, white. That would be measured move down. If the top side, let's see if they flat top it. One second isn't an uptrend. There is no. So we want to go to trend. Let me reset that. There we go. There's the bug. Let me see how many seconds I am in this. 22. Just cloned everything. So we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We just need this trend. Pretty traditional looking trend long. So 1 second's pointing to a long. Sloppy slip range 30. Starting to breach. Mid pivot would be up here. A lot of liquidity up there too on the DOM. Yeah, I've been getting on early. Well, not yesterday, but I have a method. There's a pretty clean little flat top here. Micro range. Check it out. Right here. It's not the best of micro ranges, and they're on a mid pivot. Let's see if they V-flush it. Bit of liquidity. Right up here. So, like, on your 1 second, you want to definitely take, like, really be on top of your fucking regime.
Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like, it could be in a trend still. But we just had a range. This is why I want infinite loop on, but it's not there for the 1 second. So I can just keep building the narrative. Bit of a model slip range. It's a little sloppy slip. And they just failed on a mid pivot. It's long. So they're coming back in. 30-second, you can see the flat top. Wait, is that flat top aligned with over here? Not quite, but pretty close.
What's interesting is I have a flat top marked from yesterday at 48.50 that they're respecting again today. Doesn't really mean shit, but I just find it interesting nonetheless.
Yeah, because overall we're ranging. Oh, that mid is getting churned. So if we come back into the 1 second, we're going to go to churn. Again, range expansion. There's the measured move. So that uptrend might be done.
I'm going to call that a V-flush on the downside liquidity.
Yeah, you would be right. That would be the first flat bottom, too. So we want to make sure we have reliable liquidity, because if they're doing everything, if they're flat bottoming, V-flushing, and breaching, that tells us 1 second liquidity is no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My fucking... This is kind of pissing me off. My session timed out on Tradecraft, and it got rid of all my fucking checklist answers.
Did you leave it up overnight?
No, I logged into it up like, what, 20 minutes ago, and then it expired again in that time.
I think it's inconvenient. I'll have a discussion about that.
Yeah, I'm going to post it in the journal just so I don't forget.
Chronic didn't get me out of bed early. I did. I have
Yeah,
an
he beat me
alarm.
to it today. I couldn't believe it.
I have an alarm clock that's in a lockbox on the wall, and I use my phone to wake up before that one goes off, and then I go to a mailbox because I have my mailbox isn't in front of the house. It's like a communal sort of mailbox, and I have to walk to go get it. And since I live with people now, I don't want to wake them up. So I'm more motivated to get up and do it. If you all here, I mean, don't get, even though that, I don't want you to get lazy on your checklist because it fucking,
No.
here's that.
And I did take a snapshot of it a minute ago in chat, which should help me. Yeah, your Snapchat and my snapshot should help me.
There's the V flush. So liquidity, 1 second. Where the fuck is it? Bottom side V flush long. Top side breaching, possible long. This thing looks like shit. I would not really a fucking range on the 30-second. We're still kind of in a value search. So your 30 in 1 second, especially your 1 second checklist, is gonna need to be consistently toggled. I mean, there's a point where it's like, okay, liquidity's not reliable, channels aren't reliable. Measured moves on the 1 second should be tracked. See, if they fucking breach this, which I think they're because this is not a fucking range on the 30-second.
Yeah, I had it marked as value search.
Yeah, I went back to value search on it. There's a chance that this might push, but I don't like this value search. If they blow this out, which they are, now you're getting churn on the bottom side liquidity.
The top side liquidity's holding too.
I'll take a look at that 5-minute. You don't quite see it very well on the 5 yet.
Is that a double bottom? It is a double bottom. I'll mark that out.
So the one second. Check. Bottom side. The IC bottom side breaching. Possible continuation low. Picked up a point on 8 lots. Couldn't get a full fill. Hopefully the checklist does not. I think we're. What time is it? The open window. Very clear, very conservative. We got $100, I think, or 200. Oh, wait, I don't remember what. It's 100 a tick. Okay, 400. So here's the deal on that bottom side breach, where I got the CIC.
Yeah.
If we start to see bottom side holding, that'll be another CIC, and then our bottom side liquidity will be invalidated.
Yeah.
Did it double bottom? Not quite.
It double topped though.
It did over here, but they breached. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, if topside liquidity's holding, I'm gonna take a stab at a short if I can get a shimmy back. I'm gonna try 45.50.
If it doesn't work, don't hold on to it forever, because I think
yeah, everything on my checklist is telling me like short scalp. I'm not trying to hold anything.
you may want to. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'll take the bottom of the slip range if it'll give it to me. 2 ticks.
That's fine. Well, my concern is that 30 seconds in value search, and when they're in value search, they're gonna do some fucking zany shit.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
Yeah, and it's starting to slip range on me, and I was mid on it, so I'm not crazy about that.
Like all the fucking everything is just really unidirectional, so it's better to be tight on the scalps.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, is my trade importer working? Yeah, trade importer working, although it doesn't have P&L for some reason. Weird, that's okay.
That's a measured move of this micro. So we're not, the 1 second is, just put in a measured move to the long. See, and if I had infinite loop on the 1 second, it would be nice. I could just see maybe there's a specific pattern. I'll be right back.
Looks like We're testing this liquidity to the top side here. Now we've got some bottom side liquidity that's holding. So downside holding, which is pointing to a long. Upside it might be breaching. So now my my checklist might be pointing towards a possible long here. It depends what we do at 48.50.
We're up here again. See if it's forming up on the 5.
Yeah, my my low time frame is now pointing towards a long.
Really?
Yeah, because we just breached a bunch of that top side liquidity, and now we're holding bottom side liquidity.
Well, here's the deal. The higher time frame. Look, your 5 minute or whatever. Oh, they're breaching it. Notice all those flat tops kind of held.
Yeah.
Or they like wicked a little. I think if it's substantially, well, it hasn't formed a good one here yet.
That could be a top tick there. Breached it by 1 tick, and now we're kind of accepting a below. Or it might churn up here.
1 second. Yeah, we got a long here. They could run this midpoint 52 even, but that's too much of a speculation. Are they? See, this is a little. You don't want to lean too much into that lower time frame. You want to make sure you're getting.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it to climb 57s. I would say 52s potentially. Maybe 56s. I don't know though. That's the thing. I won't know until it's already kind of going. Definitely molesting this. There's churn.
Almost looks like compression too.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're gonna rug pull it. To me, it seems like it's there, but there's not enough evidence.
Yeah, the checklist is screaming unidirectional. It's like I don't really want to hedge all my bets.
There's plenty of time too, anyways.
Yeah.
Like peace with whatever that does. We know topside liquidity has been breaching, but this son of a bitch is trapping.
Coming up on that psych price. It's got a lot of orders on it.
They've been taking partial reclaims on the upside on their reclaims on the 5 minute, and this would be a partial. If they take all of that back up here, then that's definitely a change in the narrative. There's a mid of what this was, but I don't really think was even valid to begin with. And now I want to see, are they going to do a partial on the 5 minute? What's the top? 53.50. Just move this up. That would be a reclaim close. It's a partial. This son of a bitch. It's channeling. Which they have been breaking down. Oh wait, do I even have? 1 second. Channel. No, I don't. Another time frame has been having them break down. Could be fractal. And then the 5 minute would have a partial here. On this whatever the remainder of this reclaim is. In this section. I don't like that upside channel though, because on a higher time frame they have been breaking down. 5 minute could be in a partial, but you know what? How far is it gonna fucking break down? That, just that. It's kind of not worth getting into it for a tick or two. Lagging sideways off that channel. Here 30-second they have been taking them. there EV on this one? There it definitely is a bit of EV. 350s. There could be a long here, but it's not A. And I don't really want to go for a B trade on it. Pretty close to the mid. It's above the mid. Those mids can get nasty. Bit flat. That fucker measured move low. That trap. It's like a V. I'm just gonna let whatever idea is happening here go.
Yeah, I don't have any clarity right now.
I mean, we are unidirectional, and the problem is, like, dude, it's really grinding bad here, and I don't know, man. I'm just like, are we going to see a rug at some point? It's still early as fuck in the session.
Yeah.
It is full on trapping here. Starting to get that compression look here. For the last several days, though, I've been seeing compression fail. The problem, though, is when it fails, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to go down. There might be a drift up. It could go down a bit, and then this range expands, and then it could drift back up. Like, there's been a lot of fake out shakeouts. Like, they look like they're going to do something, it fails, then it looks like it's going to do the other thing, then that fails. There's your breach. That son of a bitch, in my opinion, needs to be just ripping up. It shouldn't be like probing.
Yeah. If you were long right there and it fucking breached by 2 ticks, you'd be sweating right now.
The problem is if it fails, it'll be like it's gonna take you more than one trade to recoup that. And the problem is if it doesn't fail and it works and you go the other way, it's gonna take you a couple trades to potentially recoup what can happen the other way. See, it's almost like maybe a pullback continuation. Then it comes back in and it looks like bullshit. There's very close to closing out that reclaim. Option activity. Breathing out through the mouth. Feeling the relaxation as you breathe out. Breathing in, taking in new energy through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth. Feeling relaxation. Seeing the dark rainstorm clouds all around you. Smelling the cool, crisp air. Out through the mouth.
I'm gonna take a pulse check long here, as if I was trading like a slip range.
Feeling the cool air flowing across your body. Seeing all of the traders around you in a ghost.
Because it's almost like a trending slip range. It's like a channeling slip range.
All in a peaceful pose.
But I don't think that idea is too great because the higher time frames aren't agreeing.
Well, the 5 minute, if they close 53.50, that means they've closed their first reclaim up, which they're really close because it's been doing partials low, so
Yeah.
like a downtrend. Your 30-second also has been taking all of its upside reclaims.
Okay.
So for me, a scalp 52.25 to 53.25 in it. It's not working out. Just trying to get a point out of it. Understanding how there might be overshoot. I don't really want to rely on that.
Yeah.
It's obviously gonna be shitty RR on it. If it even works, it's the compression's failing. But this is what I said, that this could be fake out, shake out. The compression looks like they're gonna blow it, and it looks like it's gonna fail it, but then it does kind of blow it, but it drifts it.
Yeah.
That's what's been happening. But overall, the failed compression is kind of a leading signal to it potentially failing, but not after a full drift.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking. There could be overshoot I don't want to risk it, so I am sitting in the queue up here. I don't want to try to like get in it. I don't want to try to get into the motherfucker. Like exit when it's already going. I want to just be there because only in case it popped and comes in really fast.
Finding gratitude within.
Yeah, I think that's valid.
Accomplish so much. Large amounts of achievements are not reflected in P&L. P&L is simply the output of a lot of smaller achievements. It is the stacking of everything else you must learn.
I can't hold a bid for shit on 52. 75. Let's see if they can clear this up. I'm sitting in a big queue up here. 3. That's what I didn't want to happen.
Feeling the wind blowing. Feeling
like
the wind
that.
blowing on your cool face. Seeing the holographic images of all the other traders. Tapping into a place of deep gratitude. What if you could take
But since they did that, I can actually, now I can pull
achievements,
and then try to snap in if there's an overshoot.
achievement of
Because if they were going to get me, they should have got me on that first go.
Yeah.
Since they didn't get me on the first go, there might be an actual overshoot.
this has been broken. Happy. If you could imagine all the other bad habits being broken.
Okay, they're on where I was sitting.
Much like this.
They're
You're now seeing how possible that is.
really not.
Finding a moment of gratitude in your heart.
I'll take 5 on it if I can.
This is achievement.
I got 5 out of it instead of 4, but they were just creeping.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars trading.
And that they just closed out reclaim, so we do have major shifting here. If we look at our 5-minute, that all these have been partials on the 5-minute, and that's the first one where they fully closed it.
Okay.
That's what makes you better.
It may keep going, but I ain't gonna fucking find out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit in there for that long.
30-second looks like that compression. I mean, it's not that good looking. It could, dude. It could just fucking pop. I wouldn't do it though. I'm already done with it. Cause I'm not fully 30 seconds still in fucking value search.
Yeah. So things have changed here. 5-minute reclaim.
Disconnecting from the markets, being in nature. Just slow down. Feeling the wind, hearing the thunderstorm of abundance billowing in the background.
Oh, goddamn. Good call. Yeah, you fucking called that one, dude.
So they are taking those. Yeah, but somebody else got it.
That is impressive. Sizing will come,
Let's look at the 30-minute.
much like the
Taking it. That's a full V. So this is a huge, like, deal here. Look at it. Our 5 minutes at a key liquidity level. They breached it. But they could V-flush. And then it could tumble back in. Because the 5 minute hasn't really built out another good liquidity zone. This right here, this 27. The 1 second. So we know that on the 30, go to 30-second compression check. I'll break these 30-second compression zone. Top side holding long.
Feeling the positive vibes entering your body.
1 second is not, it's still 1 second is kind of in value. It is uptrending. I think it's in value search. Still. 30-second. 30-second is in an uptrend. Trend looks pretty traditional.
Is how you survive in the game. Survivability is so important.
It's painful to hold. Yeah, personally, I don't think being in anything painful is usually a good idea.
No.
If you're feeling a lot of pain, it's not an A trade. But then again, sometimes you gotta sit in a fucking hold or whatever. You're sitting in a hold and you're gonna have to work through the pain on the other side of it. Up exactly 1,072. Let's watch this 5 minutes, see what they're doing here. 30 minute has another reclaim up there, which they may do a partial.
That is the real profit.
This has already gone far enough that I don't want to be a part of it.
Before you know it, your scalps will add up. Conservative trader.
So they did push through that topside liquidity on the 5 minute.
Just conservatively hitting.
So topside breaching, possible long.
Being so patient.
A lot of shit is screaming long in a unidirectional
Proud of yourself.
environment.
Yeah, I've got channels. Almost all channels we've had are pointing to the long side.
If you could imagine the account hitting the profit.
Struggle grinds down and struggle grinds up are both breaking out to the long side.
Imagine the conversations you'll have about keeping the accounts alive. Imagine the wisdom you will share on Fat Cat's YouTube channel about surviving.
Another point long.
You'll be so proud of how much
Just being because the last, I don't know how many days I've been pushing trades.
shot out of the side.
Just being very defensive.
Yeah,
Just kind of
This is
jabbing at it.
in and out. I think that's the move.
I mean, really, if I had jabbed at a lot of my holds, it'd be a different story. I was confident my thesis. Usually my thesis is decent. I just hate chop, and it's hard to stay committed. That's been a lot of my problem, is not staying true to my thesis and getting caught up in candles. That's why Chronic and I are running checklists, so we know. So that way, like, there's confidence, and I can just glance at it.
Your MO is obsessed with dominating, figuring out this game.
Just making sure, like, there are in my opinion, the best trades have multiple factors of support. So getting multiple time frames, multiple patterns on multiple time frames to all agree on a direction, those tend to be the better trades. The better the narration, the better the story, the better the trade. So trying to get our procedure to just align with that direction and gain clarity, because that's really big, because when universally when we track our
I'm going to take a long here for the slip range building up here. I'm going to try to get out of it here for 3-tick loss. Yeah. I feel like that move was just a little too quick for me. Let's see what it does.
I wouldn't attack that one again. Here's clarity. Just being confused on the narrative just hurts universally everybody that tracks this. Fuck, my list went away because I decided to go to the dashboard. Oh, that sucks.
I can send you mine if you want. Although mine has been getting increasingly different from yours.
It's alright, I think for me, I'll hang out, but I guess I don't want to fucking review for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, that's fucking fair, dude. I don't blame you.
I'll hang out. 3 trades, 1625. That's good enough. You may have gotten shook out.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like, and now it's kind of ranging below where my entry was.
Didn't shake you. No, that trading is a balancing act like a man on a tightrope. Where the Blue Angels flying. You're riding a thin line. You're starting to find. See, they're churning on this flat top in here.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fucking both sides, and as much as I want to get long on a slip range move here, they did technically just top tick.
Yeah, but they're breaching. There's a whole change in character. I don't think a long's necessarily a bad idea. The compression held. All the 30-second reclaims are being taken to the upside.
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking short here.
There. The 5 minute has shifted. This is the first set of reclaims they've taken. Problem 30 minute. They might take a partial up here. Seeing the day of celebration. Slowing down time. But at the same time, I understand, like, trying to fight the same exact area can be a death sentence. Realizing how
yeah, it just depends on the fucking contextual shifts, you know.
How many stops you've taken on this account. Realizing that it doesn't matter. Knowing that you have the ability to get out of it.
Are you the guy from Reddit?
That trading
Just curious. Okay.
Finding the confidence in your ability to get out of it because you have becoming completely desensitized.
You shook your ass out. Don't. I mean, just like let that sit with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
They recompressed too. The motherfuckers are recompressing, dude.
You are the next trader will have books written upon them. You are the next market wizard. Feeling the fire.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a compression stair step.
Knowing that it requires hard work.
Now there's this really nice fucking range right here, pre-market. Let's see if they threw out a measured on the top end. Curious if they're gonna do it on the or bottom, I should say. I'm curious if they're gonna run it to the high, unless they already have.
Keeping your shit together. You are a professional trader. You are starting to.
You're looking. They're on the mid.
You are having an awakening, as if you are going into your first psychedelic trip as a trader. You are having a deep awakening. You are what this really is. You are a professional trader. And now you understand. Taking this moment to slow the fire down. Coming back in this video.
I mean, the compression is good. It's all there, dude. It's like how much do you want to trust the checklist?
Mm-hmm.
There is a new holographic trader standing in front of you. It is the future version.
Sometimes it's a good go, and it just something happens. But I think the change of character is so damn fresh.
Yeah, I'm gonna try 6075. It's got like this little slip range move to it. I like it.
Just remember they might V-flush this bottom side. That would be the more conservative play. Or you go here aggressive, but just realize it could be...
Yeah.
This version of yourself has been trying to tell you what you need to know.
Alright, I just got filled on
There
it.
you go. Yeah.
Trying to share a message.
Mark that, because I want to watch it.
Now you understand what that message is. Feeling your heart pouring out to future.
Could V-flush it.
Feeling this
Yeah, I like that move right there.
You're right there.
as if there is a marriage between yourselves.
So pull back on the compression, which is still valid.
Knowing
Still valid. Could go to 65s. If I were you, I'd pull 2 points on it. If you can get the 2.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get the world out of it.
You-
Let's see what it does at 50s, if it'll test it again.
Going through this midpoint, which is nice.
Best version of
Yeah,
yourself.
I don't have a reason to sell yet.
Being the most patient version of yourself. All of these aspects pour into your life. Outside of the trade.
There was a resting offer here that was rather large, so I think that's getting churned out.
Alright,
Did you get it?
doesn't fill me. I get it on the
Where were
right
you?
side of it, on 75. I didn't have a resting order.
You weren't okay.
It's resting now, though. Let's see if it hits.
Now it'll probably go through.
Alright, let's see what it does here. Still nothing.
May want to bail it for 4 points. Or shit, it's up to you. It's not working out very nicely. And you could bankroll a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but then again, it's all valid to the upside still. So don't let this one turn into a loser.
Breathing out through the mouth. Feeling the relaxation as you breathe out. Breathing in, taking
We're still
in
hugging
energy
where that liquidity was, which is good. Everything's still pointing up, up, up. You're still resting on 75s?
Yeah.
Closing your eyes, seeing the dark rainstorm clouds all around you, breathing in through the nose, smelling the cool, crisp air, breathing out through the mouth, feeling calm, feeling the cool air flowing across your body.
Yeah, I got
That
it.
might get you there.
2-pointer.
Nice.
I'll call that a day.
Hold on, hold on.
As if they are holographic.
What were you saying?
I said that's a decent 2-pointer. I'll call it a day right there.
Okay, so you're up.
Yeah.
You should have bankrolled out of that one. I think you picked up 2.
Everyone is sitting around.
What was your 3 trades in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a +2, -3, +8.
Okay, that's not too bad at all. Let's see how that if they close out that 65.
Mistakes can be catastrophic. You are starting to realize
See how they fucked around in your 75. That's a tough call, but I did the same situation on my last trade.
Yeah.
You could have probably just pulled it and then got another tick or 2 out of it.
Yeah, and that's what I tried doing the first time, and then it came back on me. And I was like, I don't want to do that again. I don't want it to come to 75 again and then me not get out of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I was still in that right now, I would be feeling it.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're cooked on that.
seeing sharp movements.
So I'm happy with that. Is Dream in here?
Yeah.
Dream, was there an update to the auto importer that I'm not aware of? Because they're importing, but it's not displaying P&L. My P&L section is just blank. But if I go to trade data, it's in there. It just doesn't have MAE or MFE. I'll send a screenshot.
Seeing the blue struggle grinds up and a sharp move off of it. React.
It's like it's not displaying
Price bars
this shit.
off of a range, coming right back down, knowing that is not your trade. Finding gratitude within.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Let me turn off my news. It's not displaying, which means that maybe it didn't add the symbol correctly. Did we have rollover recently?
Nah, it's been a while.
No. Yeah. It should be fine. And,
Although it has been it's
can
been
you-
almost 2 months since I've traded this account. These are the first trades I've put in on this account.
Okay. Can you? Are you? So you're done, right? So it doesn't matter if you reload the page and the checklist is reset.
Yeah, I'm fine. So
Yeah. Can you reload the page and? Yeah, because I think it's just a UI issue. Because the symbol is
Oh, yeah.
correct, the account is correct over here.
Yeah, it loaded.
So it shows the. Yeah. It's just a UI thing.
Cool. Never mind then. Thanks, buddy.
All right. I'll need to So you wait. So you haven't used this account for like 2 months.
Yeah, but I've been doing sim. I've been using
So
sim.
this was okay. So this was probably. Why are you on the H symbol though? Are we on H is
Yeah.
March, right?
We're on you.
I'm on you. So those old. Look at the new screenshot I just sent.
Oh, sorry.
When I refreshed, it updated, and now I'm on you.
Oh, okay. So something. Okay, this is interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, no worries.
That's
But
cool.
it all looks good now after I refreshed, which is
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah, it's just a UI. It's just a UI thing.
Sure.
So I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
All right.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice job, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You up today?
Yeah. I'm up. Fucking.
Nice. I'm up too, as well.
Oh,
Are we
nice.
all up today?
I think we're all up
Yeah.
today, dude. I think we're all fucking
You
up
at
today.
30 then.
There we go. Let's fucking celebrate.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking sick. Good first day back. I like it.
Pulse check and that's 57.75 short, which isn't working out too well.
Oh yeah. God damn, we're taking back those reclaims.
Not actually. Just gonna trade that, but sometime. But the fact of the matter is they didn't close out the measured move up here,
Yeah.
and this is just, and this compression failed. There could be some upside drift. The 57 was on a pullback here.
Yeah, that could be important context for tomorrow too.
Just watch how this pans out.
That's kind of one thing I want to start getting into the habit of. I don't want to build too many habits because I think if you're trying to build too many habits, you just get lazy with them all. It's better to just do one at a time. And right now, it's checklist. I want checklist to be my priority right now. But that being said, I would like to start going back and kind of reviewing the previous day's session, even if I didn't trade it. Just go back, take a screenshot of the entire day's price action, and observe. Kind of like do my own checklist on it. Like, what was going on yesterday? What did they do yesterday? Were channels working? Were they not working? Were we compressing?
Yeah.
You know, and just get the context from yesterday, even if I didn't trade it, just so that I have that context today, you know. That is something I want to get in the habit of doing, but I don't want to push myself too far right now. Because I don't have the benefit of trading every day. Like I think for someone like you who's trading every session, you can subconsciously carry over that context. You're like, oh, I remember what they did yesterday. Oh, this looks similar to what they did yesterday. You know, whereas I don't really have that benefit. So I think it would be helpful if I went back and
actually, it would be.
observed. You know. All right, I'm gonna run and get a cup of coffee, and then I'll start reviewing.
Okay.
I'll see you in a minute.
All the pressure building. Feeling your mind hitting a point of complete clarity. Breathing in.
So they retook that entire deal.
Feeling the positive vibes entering your body. Breathing
Still failure.
exhaling all of the bad contentment out. The storm of contentment is on the horizon. You know you will be there. Patience is virtue. Being completely content.
Straight up V flush.
Knowing that you have an opportunity to shave years off of your learning experience. Knowing that complete contentment with small size is how you survive in the game. Survivability is so important. much like the animals in this field, hearing the crickets chirping, knowing that they also fight for their survival, becoming the smartest insect of them all, not making one mistake, being content with all the training and practice like a Blue Angel who is new to the team. Imagine all of the contentment they must have as they must go and endure through so much training.
Certainly would be in a world of pain.
That is the real profit.
They totally fucking recoup
Being
that whole
so content
motherfucker.
and patient with everything. Before you know it, your scalps will add up. You're a conservative trader. All you want to do is conservatively chip at things. Just conservatively hitting when you see the pattern. Being so patient and content. Be proud of yourself as you've kept this account alive longer than you ever could have. What if you could imagine the account hitting the profit target? Imagine the day of celebration when you finally are funded. Imagine the conversations you'll have about keeping the counts
Right on.
alive. Imagine the wisdom.
See you next
you'll
week, I
share
guess.
on the Fat Cat's YouTube channel about survivability. You'll be so proud of how much it floundered and how you finally moonshot out of the sideways equity curve. This is the step between consistently losing and being consistently profitable.
This little
This
micro
is your
range.
rite of passage as a trader. You must endure this. Seeing the holographic images
I'd bail
of traders around
here.
they all do the same thing or have endured it. This is part of it. You've chosen this path because of its difficulty. Your MO is obsessed with dominating.
Yeah, that would have been a $2,400 loss.
You enjoy it not for the money, but for the challenge. You have great
I mean,
satisfaction
it was
in being able to
relatively valid, but then
do
they
something
fucking
so
flushed.
difficult.
It is obviously coming back in.
And as you get better, doing it with ease. Being content with scaling down during high volatility. Understanding that you need at least 5 attempts. This is what keeps you alive. You know that survivability is the most important thing. It's not about making the most on a trade. It is about surviving and stacking conservative trades. You're stacking coins.
Could be a
You are
partial
picking
top
up
side.
nickels in front of a steamroller because it works. You know you are faster than the steamroller. You've felt the wrath of the steamroller. It disgusts you. Aggressive trading is foul. Do not enjoy it. Thought of aggressive trading disgusts you. It is the smell of a rotting dead animal. It tears you apart on the inside. The thought aggressive, nasty. Trading where you are becoming complacent. Coming back to nature, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, coming back into this field.
Pulse check 59s. Somebody's chasing with an offer. You can see him moving it around and shit.
Out the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Out.
Yeah, I see that.
When you see the patterns.
I can see like how it it's leaving a bunch of white spots on the heat map.
Finding the difference between sloppy aggression and controlled aggression. You know that trading is a balancing act, like a man on a tightrope, or the Blue Angels flying in a formation. They are riding a thin line. You are starting to find the trader balance that all traders
Alright, I'm back.
the ability to
Dude, what is going on the auction vista? Do you see that?
Yeah, there's somebody who keeps moving a bid and offer around. It's like they're spoofing or some shit.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. I've never seen it so clear as that before.
If you are stocked out,
Like someone's literally stalking the fucking offer.
Yeah.
in fact, what if you could
Weird. Are you trying to do a hump day today?
Yeah.
What time were you thinking of doing that?
It'll be a bit later. I got an interview at 11 with the futures desk.
Yeah, I was meaning to ask what that was about.
I don't know. They just wanted to interview me on their YouTube,
Oh, for like content.
I guess. I have a 59 pulse check low. I would have took it in the ass and lost 2,400 on that one. But yeah, there'll be a hump day. I don't. Probably closer to the close or some shit. I don't know yet.
Yeah, you're good.
People are trading, so
Yeah, you don't really want to do it during the session.
I don't want to do back-to-back fucking live streams. This motherfucker's baiting it. I don't know. It's like you see that during a rollover, how it straddles.
Yeah.
But that's definitely fucking manipulated. That's definitely spoofing. I'm just running with the bid offer or with the spread like perfectly X amount.
Yeah, this like algo almost. Like somebody got way too obvious with their algo.
It's interesting. It's like the market is trying to chase it. Now that's on the bid. There's a lot of reloading going on in between that shit.